side. You got to give him a little cheddar, you know. Got to give him a little cheddar. Like, hey man, let me see that shirt. Like, oh,
Call
$20.
somebody up there to come get them, no?
No, exactly. Because them boys is coming in to grab that stuff too from those girls. Like, that's another thing. But I didn't know that until another dude told me that. He was like, Jay, man, I get all those hype kicks. I'm like, how? He was like, bribes, man. I'm like, wow. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. A lot of bribes. Kindness is free, and so is respect. Spread it everywhere. You are so right about that. She is so nice. Gonzalo, what's up, man? It's nice to see you in here, man.
Is great. We
Yeah.
love Michelle. Michelle's
Yeah,
awesome.
Michelle's lit. Michelle be coming with all the support, everything. Michelle is so supportive. That's one thing that I can truly say about Michelle, and she's so nice, for real, for real. That's like a genuine person who I like enjoy talking to, and you know, it's a lot of y'all that I actually enjoy to talk to and stuff like that. But
no doubt about it.
yeah.
So I have a little quick question for you.
Okay.
If you could spend the day with one person in the whole world, it could be famous or not famous, who would that person be and why?
If I could spend one day with one person, it would probably be P. Diddy. Why? Why? Because P. Diddy is the perfect example of a promoter. And the things that he says, like, people actually go out and buy it, and people actually do it because how he presents it to you. And I just like P. Diddy because he's smooth, you know.
He got that good energy, that dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Diddy is my boy.
I told you that.
Yeah, for real. He got the Rocky, hey, all that.
Okay.
Diddy Rocky. Yeah, Diddy, my man.
He got that energy.
Yeah, for sure. So that's who I would hang out with. Probably Diddy, because he's just a businessman. I think he made more money off business than music. Yep.
So we gonna find out what Jay likes to do in his spare time. So you got the entire day off. Now this don't never happen. Okay. Us resellers, we don't take days off now.
And when I tell y'all, and when I tell y'all, hey, look, and when I tell y'all gonna be like, nah, that's not what Jay really does on his spare time. What I do in my spare time, y'all, to be honest, which y'all 100% is watch documentaries. That's what I like doing in my spare time. Just watch like documentaries about, just stuff or history and businesses and stuff like that. That's what I like to watch. Or like Nike documentaries, Adidas and stuff like that. That's
basketball or something,
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just find like my true happiness when I watch like documentaries. Because you watch it and you leave smarter. So, and that's what I'm about. Like, I don't like to do stuff that's not going to improve me, That's like, I don't know, like, I don't want to go hang out with my friend and we just hang out. We could go thrift or something.
You don't just like, I guess you and your girl go to dinner, right?
Yeah, of course. Now that's cool. I'm cool with that. That's mandatory for me. That's like a mandatory. But literally though, that's all I need though. I just need her to like her to go watch movies with me or her to go out with me and do stuff. I'm cool. She said, what's your favorite documentary out right now that you have watched? My favorite documentary out right now is Behind the Swoosh. Y'all should go check that out if you have time to. It's Behind the Swoosh. It pretty much talks about how Nike pretty much like they have workers overseas that are pretty much being underpaid and they live in like jacked up towns and they don't have enough money to even like live. So when I saw that, I didn't say like I'm gonna stop being a loyal Nike consumer. I said I'm gonna just sell more Nike.
Yeah.
But that was one thing that I watched. That really was like a cool documentary. She said, wait, I take days off. I love documentaries. I love to learn. Me too, Swag Slayer Fashion. I like that name. You should DM me. She said, what book are you reading now? You wanna go first or you want me to go?
No, you can go.
Okay.
Now, look, I'm still on the same book.
She said, it's okay.
I'm still on the same book that I had like a month ago because
What
I haven't
is
been
it?
reading like I'm supposed to. I generally try to read at least 15 minutes a day, but this is an actual book, and I'm usually doing audiobooks.
Audio?
So
That's
I
cool.
can read those
Yeah,
faster, obviously, you know,
of
because I
course,
could
of
be
course.
walking outside, do my
Yeah,
exercise, and do the
of
listening at the same
course.
time. But when it's a physical book, I don't read it as fast because I
Yeah,
guess I just don't pick up
yeah,
the book.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm more of the audio
You more
kind
audio?
of guy.
I
I like
feel
to
that.
hear it in my head.
Yeah. That's real. I like that though. Me personally, I'm more of I'm like both. I'm both. Mainly though, it's like hardbacks. I'm reading this.
Right, the hardbacks. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading this book right now. I'm on like page like I think 12 or something. It's called Incognito. It's about pretty much about the brain and pretty much about like whatever you feed the brain is what you become pretty much. And I'm
That's
just
true. Yeah.
yeah, it
Whatever
is.
goes in, that has to come out somewhere.
Yeah. And that's why I don't look
Yeah.
at the shade room.
Yeah, that's true. Mine is sell or be sold. I'm trying to remember
Grant
who Grant Cardone.
Cardone. That's my
Yeah,
boy.
yeah,
I watch
yep.
a lot of Grant content. a
Yeah.
lot of it. But Grant's a smart man. Really. Grant's a
Okay.
smart man. He
It's
real
the
pumped
truth
up.
though. What he's
Yeah,
saying
he
in the
is.
book, the gist of the book is that we are all selling something. You're
Yeah.
even selling something to your own. You got a girlfriend, or I got a fiance or whatever, your husband, whoever it is. You're
The
selling
image.
yourself to that person.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Like,
Everything is a transaction, if you
yes,
ask me.
yes.
You
So I
know,
was like, that's just all in how you got to look at it, kind of like that from that angle
I
that you
feel you on
are.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. And it also helps me like think about like how I should approach people too. You know, so I needed to hear that tonight. I started the 10X Rule. 10X Rule is a really good book. I like that book a lot. You should,
You know what I want to read though? I really want to read the Atomic Habits.
Atomic
book.
Habits. Never
Yeah.
heard of that book.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I don't forgot who it's by, but I know a lot of people are always talking about it, and I just haven't had an opportunity to read it yet. So that's gonna be on my next
hit
list.
on the hit list. Yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure. I'm with that. You said Grant. Yes, I have read all his books. I read all Grant's books too. Swag, Sled, Fashion. You need to DM me. We could chop it about books all day. Yeah.
Swag, Sled, Fashion. That's Tiana.
Oh, really? Okay. Nice. Y'all got a whole community in here.
We do.
I'm
blowing up. No,
yeah, for real. I'm lacking on the live, man.
Yeah.
She got the whole community in here.
I'm like, where Nikki at? I don't think Nikki's in here tonight, but that's her little thing. A community of women going up. I love her little.
Yeah, for sure. It's We need more of that for sure. Indeed. I just don't like how the girls don't be saying. They don't be shouting out the boys. They don't be shouting out the men. Right. That's all true. Y'all girls shouting out girls all the time. Don't want to shout your boys out. No, I'm just playing with y'all. I'm just playing with y'all. Don't unfollow me, y'all.
Leslie do.
Leslie real. Yeah, Leslie do though. Yeah. Leslie's gonna come through. I done had a couple of like big ones like hit me up, come through. Okay. Like Hannah. I don't know if y'all know Hannah Deals. She's real cool. She's real nice. Have you met the other girl? Her name's Style, I think. What's her name?
On here? On IG?
Yes. Her name's Style something. I'll send you her link after this. I'll send it. But back to your questions, if you have any more. Went on a little tangent, a little run.
That's okay. So we all make some mistakes, right? I was talking about that before the call, right?
Yes, for sure.
So what is like one of the biggest mistakes, or maybe we can call it like a problem or obstacle that you've had, and how did you pivot, or how did you get out of that situation or move on past it?
Okay, so my biggest mistake, I would say, I don't really think it's a mistake. It's more of like
like a learning curve.
Yeah, exactly. Cause so here's one thing. It's like shipping my items out in a timely manner. That's like my biggest one. What happens is I'll sell some stuff from like the day before, and I'll get all that stuff from my storage, and then I'll ship it out the next day. But then like sales are happening like mid-range of me like going to the post office. And I'm really on some lazy man stuff. I'm like, do I really want to go back to storage and go get some more packs? When in reality, I should just go back and just get the damn packages and just go drop them off so I can get paid faster and the person can be happier faster. So that's just one thing that I feel like I need to really improve on. And also, I need to improve on, I feel like it's more promotions and more promos, like actually participating in closet clear out and actually participating in offers to likers and stuff like that, or even like sharing like parties. I understand some people think that sharing parties is just, you know, worthless, but in a way it can get you more followers.
Here's what I got to say about parties.
Okay,
sharing
talk to
in
me.
general. Listen,
Yeah.
I have a share group
Okay.
that I'm a part of. I created it, and I do that because I believe in being a part of the community.
Exactly.
So
I agree
the
with
thing
you.
about it is, I mean, if you're going to be, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to share if you're going to be on Poshmark. You got to do what works for you. But me, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, to each, it's, you know, I'm giving. And so, you know, you want to receive, so I'm going to give in some sort of way. But this way, I'm getting it automatically back because I have a group of people that I do this with regularly.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
So,
that makes more sense because sometimes when I'm on,
I'm gonna do it anyway. I like to share. I was sharing anyway, so it was why share randomly when I could actually have a group of people that I share with regularly.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes
And that's
10 minutes. Every morning I do it 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it feels better, right?
Indeed.
It does.
Yeah.
Cause like
meet new people, make new connections. You know.
Yeah, for real. Cause I have some people on my gram that just share my closet like regularly, but I share theirs like back.
Right.
So I know exactly what you're talking about. I like that idea a lot, but that's really a mistake that I feel like I'm slacking on right now. Is just not shipping orders out in a timely manner, and really just I should participate a lot more, even on the ground, like with the whole live thing, like even like the
stuff,
you know, it's like
you should be going live.
You
like,
are right. You right.
Like super contagious.
Yeah,
you need to be getting on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Need to see you. I was like,
of course. I'm gonna definitely start smashing the gas on way more lives. I got y'all. I got to get the information out there to y'all anyways. No point in just holding it. But yeah, so that'll be it. Another thing I'm super frustrated about though is how Mercari, like, you ship stuff out first class, but I don't know if y'all go through this, but I go through this. Like, my items don't ever start to track. They only track
yeah.
But it still delivers though, like 10 days later or like 12 days later. And but the customer is always like upset, like, why didn't it track? And you kind of have to just like, you kind of have to put yourself in the customer's shoes and really understand, like, yo, I don't know why I didn't track. I shipped it out for you. Mercari just, I don't know this. I don't know, the system just didn't update it, but it's gonna deliver to you. And I've had to like cancel a lot of orders just off Mercari. I don't know. I'm thinking that the package got lost, but then again, there was another girl that hit me up last week. She said that she didn't get her shirt because it never tracked. I sent out the shirt and it never showed the shirt delivered.
Okay, yeah, she's asking, do you get it scanned? Like, are you going to the post office and scanning it? Or?
Yes, so like, yes, I get it scanned, but sometimes I get it scanned at my smaller post office. Sometimes I get it scanned like the actual one, you know, because I go to like a little family one that I build like a relationship with, and they scan my stuff for me and stuff like that. But sometimes it doesn't even track. But they told me, they said you should have them scan it in front of you and then leave. I'm like, yeah. But it's just
don't
weird.
Don't put it on the counter and walk out, or exactly. Don't put it in that little bin.
Yeah, little bin.
It's a little different. Sometimes they send it to some other folks and they scan that and it'll like show up. Because I know, because Poshmark will update and it'll say, oh, it was just scanned or whatever, and it's like midnight or 11:30 or something. I'm like, why are you just now scanning this? But if you go to the counter and you let them scan it right there in front of you, boom, it's done right there.
It's already done. Yeah.
Quick.
You're right about that.
It's the best way to be sure about it. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, right now, I'm being a little lazy because I just put mine out on the porch. But listen,
I ain't mad at you, though. I'm not even mad at you.
My dude, he's getting a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, because if he don't see them packages out there and he see that I put it in, he'll text, call, ring the doorbell, ding dong. What's going on? Where the packages at? Oh, okay, I'll come back in an hour. If they're not here, he'll be like, oh, I'll just come back in an hour. No big deal. He don't care.
Yeah,
but he does his job. You know what I'm saying? He goes above, really, in my personal opinion.
That's what's up, though.
It's great.
I like to hear that, though.
We got a lot of questions, so I'm going to go ahead and get right into it.
Okay. Let's do the jump off. Let's go. She said, what do you do with inventory that has been sitting for 6 months? Donate it, continue to sit on it. You want to take this one?
What I normally do is I relist first.
Me too.
I'm going to relist first, and then I have a process for that. I'm only relisting it 3 times. After that, it's got to go somewhere. It's going to ThredUp. It's going back to a Goodwill, or it's getting donated. At that point, I'm going to donate.
See,
that's too much relisting. I ain't got time for that. Because if you think about it, I mean, I know you don't sell on eBay, but me, I'm selling on eBay, and then that's going against my count. Every month, you only get so many listings. Yep. Right now, I'm on a certain, like a $27 plan.
Until you get,
until I go up to that next one where I got 1,000 listings, and I don't have to worry about that whole situation, because like your items are also, they're relisting themselves, because every 30 days they just update. I know you know that because you used to be on there too, but I'm just saying, like, you're actually paying more money for that item. So if you only pay $2 or $3, if you keep letting it go and go, and then you have to pay to store it as well, then that's more money coming out of your pocket. So it might have been $4 when you picked it up for $3. Now it's $4 if you've had a year or maybe 2 years later. That's too long. You don't need to hold on. Personally, I'm not holding on to nothing longer than I really want to get it going in 90 days, 6 months at the most. And after that, I really want to see it going. But I do have items, don't get me wrong. So for everybody that has items over a year old, I do too. But
of course.
I don't like to do that.
Me too. Y'all, and not the only ones. Me too. That's what I would have said. The only thing different that I would have did was probably I probably would have relisted 3 times, and then after that I probably would have just sold it in like a bundle or something.
Or there's another thing that I've been doing too, when it's not selling that well nowhere.
What is
it? Go ahead and hit up that Facebook Marketplace.
That's
where it's at.
Facebook Marketplace be jumping.
Wasn't even selling, and then boom, put it on there.
That goes to just having exposure, just having different exposure. That's another thing, and like the reselling game is those apps, man. The more apps you have, you'll make way more sales. Way more.
The person, your mailman person, they're supposed to be. If they're a good mailman person, they're picking them up and they're scanning them right when they pick them up. Like, generally, that's how my dude is.
That's what they're supposed to do,
he just be on point. I don't know.
Weird.
They said Facebook is fire.
Facebook is fire.
It is. It's been working for me.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I did that like 2 years ago, but I just stopped. At the blue, I just stopped. But it is good. Yeah, it's gonna feed you. It's gonna feed you a lot. But 90 days is a reasonable time frame. No, that's
right. You don't want to just be. You're not in the business of storing items.
No,
you're in the business of getting them sold. So you gotta be figuring out keeping that process going. That's another thing. Like, now, speaking of that, what I do now too is I do bin audits every 3 to 6 months. Max 6 months. You got to go through your bins, because you're gonna have that problem where you might be done sold something, and then it's not even there. You might have already sold it. You need to go through your bins every now and again. So that helps too.
I'm glad you had told me that, because that's a really good idea, actually. Because
audit. So you know what you have.
I got you. That's what I was gonna do in my storage. I was just literally just gonna do every item just one at a time.
Tiana talking about she cross-listing all her items to all 7. No,
she going, bro.
That's a lot.
Tiana getting that bag. That's what. Tiana getting that bag.
Serious bag.
She getting that bag out there. I'm not mad at you, girl.
I think you answered this one already.
Oh,
or did you?
She said, have you ever had
a package get lost?
I think we answered that when we was just talking, I think.
Yeah, but, I mean, I have, but it's normally, for me, it was just when I drop it off at the bin. Like if I put it in a bin at the post office.
Yeah.
I had that happen only like once or twice.
Really?
Maybe once or twice, something like that. At least once, but I think 2 times maybe. And it's a nightmare when the person is like, I just don't like when the customer's like, really, you know, I feel so bad for the customer.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way.
That's frustrating for me. You know what I mean? Like,
it is.
Then I got to spend all this time on the phone trying to track the package down.
And, you know? and it's really crazy because I had 2 orders like that from off of Instagram. Like these 2 sweet girls, I sent them some stuff. And I dropped this off at the actual post office, and it showed it shipped, but it never delivered. The girls hit me up like a month later and were like, Jay, we never got that stuff you sent us. I'm like, wait, what? Hop on the app, it's like shit Poshmark. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. What's some goals you set this month? Some goals I have set for this month is to build a closet up for 1,000 items. That's one of my big goals. What's up, Simba, man? It's nice to see you, man. I'm at like 700, like I think 50 or something like that. But I want to build it up to like 1,000. What I learned was a closet that has around like 300 listings. You'll see about like 1 to 3 sales probably like a day around there. You should be selling about 10 packs though in a week for sure. What I realized was a closet around like 600, 700 items. That's when you get sales like daily, like every day. Cause ever since I hopped back on Poshmark in May, I've had sales every day since May. So that's like 7 months. That's what I learned. And I also learned that like this game.
So you're getting some full price sales. I'm sorry to cut you off. So you are getting, so that way you're not having to do offers. Because for me, Poshmark, it's not happening for me without those offers for the most part. I'm not getting a lot of full price sales. I'm gonna say 80% is probably because I offered or they offer to me. Yeah.
I feel that. I'm about the same. Every now and then somebody like pop out, get the offer. I feel like it's probably only like that now because there's a lot of more people on the app, and you gotta market differently now because it's like a lot of people. Mm-hmm. That's what I would assume, or that's what I would think of. But that's just a goal that I have. So that's one of those things that, you know. And what I realized was like if you sell on Poshmark and Mercari, for me, usually my balances are like the same. If that makes sense, they always like the same. It never like changes. But I found that that's a good thing because I'm like, that means you actually are selling like a balanced out inventory. And another thing that I had seen in the business was like I sold like 700 items, but my closet has 700 active items. But that told me, it's kind of like a flag in my head. I'm like, if that's the case, that means you need to feed more into the business, like twofold.
So how are you getting your listings up? Like, how many listings are you getting? Are you listing every day? Are you using a lister service? What do you got?
All right. So for me, for the most part, I source like every day. On a bad week, I probably source like 4 to 5 times. If I'm just going hard, I'm gonna just source the whole week. But how I
you have a schedule that you keep?
Yes, of course.
Like if you're sourcing like the stores you hit up, like
yes, of course. All right. So like Mondays, I'll go to like either the bins or the rags. This morning I missed the rags because I was like out of town. But I go to the rags on Monday. So like Tuesdays, I go to like the bins. Wednesdays, the bins aren't like that good, so I don't go. But then Thursday we have restock days, so I go to restock. So then Friday, I probably go back to the bins or the rags. But listing the same day. Like as soon as I leave and I go home, I just start snapping up and I start posting. Cause a lot of times I understand like y'all tired. I get it, you know, and I understand. But the night is gonna go down, or the sun's gonna go down, unless you have like a ring light. But a lot of times people just source and don't even snap. And it's like I've been there before where I had like 200 items I had to like list and it wasn't pretty. So I don't have a listing assistant. I just list myself. But all those people that had those, I salute y'all because that's how you really win this game.
So what are you on average, like every day? Like how many are you getting up every day, like on average?
Like listings?
I'm like, or are you got certain days where you do it?
I'm at like 20, 25. I started off
good.
That's
a good number right there.
Yeah, it really is. I started off at like 5 a day. But this lady put it in my ear. She's a real good friend of mine on the gram. She put it in my ear. She said, Jay, try listing 15 times a day. That's what I'm doing. And I'm making this much a week. I said, yo, that's smart. And when I started doing that, I started seeing like way more sales after that. Like if y'all could just list like either like 5 to 10 things a day, you don't have to do it at the same time. You can do it throughout the day or anything. I promise y'all will get sales. Like you're going to get sales if you list every day, at least 5 items. You're going to get sales.
That's good advice.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. She said, "What's your end goal in the reselling or business?" You want to explain it? Talk to her about that.
It's for you.
Okay, great. Okay,
no, it's for you. It's for what's your end goal?
Even better. So my end goal for reselling, I shared this with her like earlier, but I'll share with y'all as well. My end goal for reselling is really just to get a brick and mortar store, name it Dripping Gems, and all we pretty much do is sell like, you know, like just fly stuff that people like. And, you know, we'll try to just build off that. And probably, who knows how far it can go. Maybe it'll fail, you know, I don't know. But that's my end goal as far as just reselling. Is to open up a brick and mortar store. Another thing that I'm interested in would be like a sponsorship from like Adidas, because I like Adidas a lot, and really complex news. Like that's pretty much it. If I could do that, then I'm small on my face.
Hey, those are good. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Ashley said those are big goals. That's good goals.
I appreciate that, Ash. She said, Jay, are you only on Posh and Macari? No, I'm on, what's up, Dre, my man? God Soldier _12, my boy Dre. That's a really good, genuine guy right there.
Hey.
Yeah. She said, Jay, are you only on Poshmark and Macari? No, I'm on Simba. I love Adidas too. I'm on OfferUp. I sell locally to like my friends and family. Sell on Macari and Poshmark. Those are the apps that I'm currently on right now. I was on Facebook Marketplace, but I started putting more energy into OfferUp, so I let Facebook Marketplace go. But to let y'all know, I made a Depop account. I didn't list anything yet, but I started a Depop. I started a Depop account, and yeah, I finally like pulled the trigger and stuff like that. So that's what I'm currently on right now, y'all. Yeah.
Are you tracking all of your stuff like in a spreadsheet or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. At first, I wasn't though. I wasn't.
Me either.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to learn along the way. Like, if you really want to have it be more of a business, at some point, you're gonna have to start doing that. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't just keep doing it without some kind of tracking system or something.
Yeah. Because at first, I would just go to Goodwill and spend like, I don't know, like $40 for like a bag of clothes. And I'm like, okay, I'm finna sell these shoes for like $50 and it's gonna cover like my whole haul. But I stopped doing it that way because in the spreadsheet, it really helps you like shape a vision. And it really helps you like really understand your business more about like what you really want to sell your stuff for and what you think is reasonable and stuff like that. And you get to catch like trends. You know, so
they'll automatically catch them. Like when I'm updating my spreadsheet, because I update when things sell, I highlighted a certain color and all that. So when I'm looking at my spreadsheet, I'm gonna see green and yellow and different colors, and I automatically know, oh, I'm selling a lot on Mercari right now because I can see the colors and I can see it. You know, you can just and then I know where I'm getting the most of my items from or what's selling better. I already know that because it's right there every day. You know,
I like that. Nah, yeah.
You don't have to pull a report. You can just see it automatically. That's why my SKU number is so long, because it gives me a lot of information. It's giving me the day I bought it. It's giving me the day I listed it. It's the day I relisted it. If I relisted it, that's in there. I mean, I got all that. The store I bought it from, the haul it was in, all of that. I like to keep my stuff together as much as possible because, you know, for it to be a business, I just feel like you gotta have a set of processes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that spreadsheet is like a process, really.
Yeah, it is. I understand. That's really smart. What are like the what's like your top 3 selling things for you, like, or either like right now or things that you've noticed in the past?
My categories is like tops and shoes, mainly, and then after that, I think it might be dresses. That, like category wise.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice.
I know when I have free people, it sells for me. You know what I mean? Like it does well, and then of course your bread and butter is like Tord and even Lane Bryant. I just sell a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like just your simple everyday brands, even Ann Taylor and stuff like that. That some people aren't even picking up anymore. Those sell well for me. We got a little breaking up here going on. Or am I breaking up? Am I breaking up, y'all? Because it is not. Oh, there it goes. Oh, dang. He just left me. He ain't right. Hey, you'll join back in. He probably got kicked off. Hey, Juanita. How you doing? Yep. But there was a few other things that I wanted. I mean, I'm telling you, it's already past 9 o'clock. If he comes back on, I got one more thing we were gonna do before he got off, and then we would go from there. But let me see if he gets back on. Narcissistic beauty, or I think I spelled it right. Narcissistic beauty says, I'm not a reseller. I make and sell candles. My sister is a reseller and she invited me here. I'm loving the energy though. Aw, yeah. Apparently, Leslie was telling me that there was like a resellers meetup or something of that nature, a Black reseller meetup that I missed that was online. I was like, you know, like I could have sworn they sent me an invitation, and then for whatever reason I missed it. So I'm like, man, you know, the community events and just being a part of the community is my thing. Okay, you know what I mean? But I don't know if Jay's gonna get back on here and join us again. Oh, thank you, Tiana. 90s Locker, what's your name? Says I'm about to add you, hun. Okay, thank you. Okay. Hey, Revive Tribes in the house. Look, now forgive me. I be forgetting names when I go live for whatever reason. I don't know why. Sometimes I just be forgetting names. So, but anyway, Jay did a good job. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it with y'all. And then, because I know what the answer to it is, whether he comes on. I'm going to save it so you can go back and watch it. Says I'm bummed. Are you going to save it? Absolutely. And I'm going to put it right on. Well, I have it on my YouTube channel. If y'all don't know, I have a YouTube channel as well. It's under Discount Deals _ for you as well. And you know what? Let me see. Anyway, we're just going to go over these reseller mistakes that I've made. If you've made the mistake before, you can put it in the comments. But I want you guys to try to guess which one of these that Jay has, well, one of these he has never done. Let's just put it like that. So the first one is forgot to ship an order. Forgot to ship an order. I have done this before. I have forgot to ship an order. It was either on the back seat. Even Jay said it was like on the floor in the car. So I've done that before, left it in the back seat or whatever. Number 2 is forgot to remove an item from like one of the platforms that you were selling it on, and then it sold on another platform. I've done that, unfortunately, more than once. You know what I mean? Like, so it's sad but true. Is I try to tell myself, when it sells, Brittany, take it down immediately. But sometimes I'm busy doing something. Now, if I'm eating or something like that, I'm just not going to do that. If I'm in the middle of a workout, I'm probably not going to stop my workout and take it off. So that's what that is. So that's that. Number 3 is not been able to find an item. So basically, I think everybody has ran into that before too, like where you've been looking for an item and it's sold, but now you can't find it. I'm like, oh my God, I hate when that happens. That's why I say I like to pack at night. That way, if something happens, I can try to figure it out at night, you know what I mean, or something before the morning comes, so it's not messing up my whole day the next day. Now, the 4th one is been rude to a customer or a buyer. This one, I don't know. I know some people probably have done this one, but let's just go to the next one. So ordered a box from maybe ThreadUp or wholesale or either a mystery seller or wherever you like to order from, Jomar, wherever it is that you bought something from and you just wasn't really satisfied with it. So that's the last one. I have also experienced that one. Which one do you guys think that Jay has never done? Which one? So forgot to ship an order, forgot to remove an item from a platform, not been able to find an item, been rude to a customer, or ordered a box from ThreadUp or some type of place like that and just didn't like it. Which one do you think that he has never done? Amen. Michelle is on time. My girl, no. She is on time. Yeah. He's never been rude to a customer. He said there's been plenty of times when he wanted to be rude, but he has never done that. Forgot to remove an item. There he goes. Let's go ahead and let him join back in so that we can finish it out. Because we're a little bit over, but that's okay. We can stay on here for 4 hours if we need to. But I'm not going to be here for 4 hours.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Everybody, I went over the 5 mistakes that we talked about. Everybody kind of guessed it already, that you was not rude to a customer. Yeah. So that's good that you wasn't rude to the customer.
No, I just can't do that to somebody over the screen. Because everything can be discussed. I feel like everything can be talked about for sure. Yeah.
So since this is technically the end and we're a little bit over, but that's okay.
Well,
I wanted to know where, because like I was looking in your profile, being a little nosy, like I always.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm fine with that. I like when people nosy.
And I was noticing that you had a podcast. Are you still doing that?
Yeah,
right now,
no. So right now, I'm not still doing it. I have been thinking about doing podcasts. Well, pretty much doing more podcasts, cause like I do get a lot of listens on like my podcast and stuff, but I haven't really incorporated podcasts to my normal life. Like Instagram, it comes like normally, Poshmark come normally. I just gotta add podcasts in my life. Like along with YouTube, I got like a lot of like YouTube footage, but I just haven't. No reason why, to be honest with y'all. So, but the podcast is cool. It's podcast is cool. I actually like doing podcasts. I just haven't been pouring a lot of energy into making podcasts, but I should be pouring more thoughts and putting more stuff out there for people out there to hear and listen to. Jay, what is your Poshmark closet name? It's going to be Online Hustlers V2. It's only Online Hustlers V2 because my old Poshmark account was deleted like 2 years ago because I bought some Supreme off Macari, and the Supreme bag was fake, and Poshmark just deleted like my whole closet. So I had to start over like 2 years ago. Wow. That's what my new account says, Posture since 2018. But but I've been Poshmark since 2016. I've been Poshmark since 2016. And Makari, I'll just like fill y'all in really quick before we end this live. I know y'all got to do stuff, but I'll tell y'all something that only pretty much one person knows. But my account was deactivated like yesterday because I found a scarf at the bins and it looked like a Burberry scarf. Like it was, but kind of found out it was 100% cashmere. But I had it listed in the title as Burberry themed scarf because I had a lot of runarounds with like Makari and like listings and stuff like that. And it's been up there for like 2 months now. And they just flagged it and said that they were pretty much going to put it in review and see if I violated any terms and with my account and stuff. But they let me know like 20 minutes ago that I didn't violate anything, so it's all good now.
That's
so
good.
Yeah, that is good. That's like the second time that happened to me. So.
I just got I think I got an actual response from somebody at Makari. So I think they're starting to listen to the fact that they need to not give those robotic responses. Cause like,
for sure.
You know, in the past I've gotten them and I'm like, that didn't even answer my question. I had like, I needed to have my VA like get into the account and they couldn't get access to it. And I was asking them what might be causing the problem. And they gave me some generic response. I was like, that don't even answer my question.
I bet
it
you was like,
even address it. It's like they must have just clicked the button and just send
this
response. And I was like, so I just let it go because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get it resolved. So
I feel you.
Yeah,
that really sucks too. But
other than that, but they just asked me if I wanted to be a part of some survey. Now I don't know if you got that. Sorry, there was like a little option where it said it popped up while I was listening, like 2 days ago. It said something about a survey or something to participate in. It might take like an hour or something like that, and they give you like, I could have sworn they said they would give you like $50 credit or something.
I think I've seen that like at the top. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. I need to check that out and see what's up with that. I seen them a car that have a thing that's online. It's like for pro sellers and stuff like that. And like you gotta fill it out on a blog website, and you gotta give them like your business number and stuff like that. But pretty much they'll make you like a pro seller, and they pretty much put you in a position to sell like products to, like different closets and stuff like that. It was like something I didn't know about until I looked at this one girl's Instagram.
I didn't know. Said it's $50. Yeah. So
really?
Leslie said it happened to her on Poshmark, that she listed a scarf that looked like a designer scarf, and then they said it was in violation, and they gave her points. And then she said she fought that and then had the points removed. That was like 2 years ago. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I know I would never definitely wouldn't intentionally try to sell something that was fake. But I don't think I ever have, because I just wouldn't do that. I mean, if I knew it was, I wouldn't list it on there.
Yeah, of course.
Know what I mean?
No, it's not even worth it at all. Like, to this day, I have like a lot of like fake stuff that I found in the bins. I thought it was real, but I still have it right now. Lucky for me, I got some homeboys who don't care and they just want to buy it. So that's cool. But
well, anyway, I don't want to take up too much more of the people's time.
For sure.
Michelle says, I'm going to read her comment real quick. I love that about Makari. They are always running promotions for coupons or credits to earn. That's true. And the badges. I like the little badges. I'm about to get me a little badge.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to start doing that.
Especially that go-getter badge. Go get y'all go-getter badge.
And then
studio, we in there. I see you, girl.
Christy saying, I know when I listed Apple bottom shoes, they flagged it because it had red bottoms and only the Louis Vuitton can have it. Oh.
Makari got some catching up to do.
Well, you know what? I know you guys might have more questions for Jay, but Jay, listen, if you DM him, he will respond.
For
okay,
sure.
He will get
it
back
may
to
not
you
be in a timely manner, but I'm going to get around to the DM. I got you for sure. But okay, we'll just leave.
Where can we find you?
You can find me.
Is it just?
No, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Anchor Podcast. You can find me on Apple Music too, y'all. I'm getting that check soon, but anyways. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me everywhere, y'all. Just type in Online Hustler and a little yellow logo gonna pop up and you're gonna know it's me. Feel free.
Thank you everybody for joining. We definitely appreciate you.
For sure.
You could have been anywhere, but you were here with us.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I appreciate all y'all hearts and all the support. Because to be real with y'all, I never got this many hearts in the live. So, Rhonda, you got the live jumping. So, hey.
You need to go be on Brunch with Diva too.
Huh?
Brunch with Diva.
No, Brunch with Diva. Oh, yes, yeah, for real. Yeah. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Y'all can catch your boy Jay in the stories or something. If y'all got any comments, questions, or concerns, anything, feel free to just hit me up. I'll love to help all y'all. For real. Hey, live was really worth it, and I do.
Aw, you're welcome.
I appreciate y'all for real, man. All right.
Good night.
I'm gonna catch y'all later. All right. Good night.